Dear participant, good morning and welcome to Zoom webinar Edsen Consulting, How Planning Can Help CFO Turn Challenges into Opportunities. We inform to all attendees that this live Zoom webinar will be started soon. Thank you. Welcome to Edsen Consulting and CFO Club webinar, How Planning Can Help CFO Turn Challenges into Opportunities. Good morning and welcome Ms. Josephine Dewi, Vice President Event and Social at CFO Club Indonesia. Good morning and welcome Mr. Adi Rusli, Director at Edsen Consulting. Good morning and welcome Mr. Edwin Budiman, Director at Edsen Consulting. Good morning and welcome Mr. Kriswanto Dwi Nugroho, APMS Program Manager at PT Traveloka Indonesia. Good morning and welcome to all attendees. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Edsen Consulting webinar, How Planning Can Help CFO Turn Challenges into Opportunities. Good morning to all attendees. In this webinar, Edsen Consulting as an official partner Anaplan in Indonesia will collaborate with CFO Club Indonesia. My name is Putri Fatima. Is happy to accompany all of you have joined webinar in this morning. Although through virtual meeting, we hope all of you be blessed with happiness and health. Allow me to greet our panelists today. Ms. Josephine Dewi as a Vice President Event and Social at CFO Club Indonesia. Mr. Adi Rusli as a Director at Edsen Consulting. Mr. Edwin Budiman also as a Director at Edsen Consulting. And Mr. Kriswanto Dwi Nugroho as an APMS Program Manager at PT Traveloka Indonesia. Welcome our panelists.
Hi, good morning, Mbak Putri.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Putri. Thank you.
Good morning, Putri. Thank you.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning, Pak Adi. Morning,
Okay,
all.
yeah, Pak, can I start the event by give the opening remarks?
Sure things. I think, Putri,
yeah.
Why don't we start right now?
To start this webinar, we would like to invite Ms. Josephine Dewi as a Vice President Events and Social at CFO Club Indonesia to give opening speech. Mr. Josephine, we give you the mic. Please welcome.
Okay, thank you, Putri.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning, all chiefs. Thank you for joining this event. It's very happy, especially today. I'm taking on leave to stay for vacation with my family. Sorry, I'm on my way, and maybe the internet connection is not so good. Actually, I just would like to share my experience in dealing with the planning application. Actually, IT support is has a very significant impact on the operation of the company, and I have a very good experience in dealing with that. Marsh and McLennan is very good in IT application, implementation of the planning system into with good application. And during this pandemic, we are step ahead compared to our competitors. Therefore, the impact of this pandemic into our operation is so minimal. Even we close first half very good, ahead of budget, and we are expecting to close year ends also ahead of the budget. It's very good. I can say that it is because of the IT support. So even the pandemic, we don't have any disruption to work from home, and I just would like to share that good experience, and maybe Edsen Consulting can also explain how the application can help you in dealing with planning activities and turn the challenge into opportunity. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much, and have a good event and discussion today. Thanks, Putri. Over to Edsen Consulting.
Yes, Putri, I think you are on mute.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
no worries. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, for Mr. Adi Rusli as a director in Edsen Consulting, we also give some welcoming speech. To Mr. Adi Rusli, we give you the mic.
Yeah, thank you, Putri. Good morning, everyone.
Selamat
pagi semuanya. I hope I find you all in good health and safe. By the way, congratulations to Josephine and Mars for hitting the target for the first half of the year. Wish you definitely will exceed the target for the full year as well. All right. First of all, on behalf of Edsen Consulting, we'd like to thank CFO Club who have given us the opportunity to speak and share our practices and experiences. Also, our thanks to Ms. Josephine Devi and her team for all the help and support to make this webinar happen. It is a privilege to be able to participate in this program today. Later, my colleague from Edsen Consulting, Edwin Budiman, will talk about how business solution of connected planning will help the business leaders, especially financial leaders like the group of people here, to address the unprecedented challenges created by pandemic COVID-19. Last but not least, thank you to Pak Kriswanto Dwinugroho from Traveloka for being with us today. As we all understand that Traveloka is a very well-known hypergrowth company. And today we will hear from him on his view around the journey that Traveloka has taken and how business solution of connected planning has helped them. Let me ask people around here, if we try to define the situation the world is going through as a result of COVID-19 in one word, what word would that be? No doubt, some of us will immediately say crisis or uncertainty or even recession. But not many will say change or even opportunity. Let's be honest, not everyone reacts to a crisis in the manner they should. Rather than running from crisis, successful organization or individual embrace certain element of risk and transform those challenges into opportunities. In the business world, challenges can arise daily. Not everyone is cut out for the job of navigating such stormy weather or seas. But those who are able to turn what seems like an unending stream of crisis to their advantage usually emerge stronger and achieve more. One thing for sure, that every change represents a new beginning, which translates into opportunity to start again on the same or a different course, but with more experience. At this point, where all aspects of our lives seems to be disrupted, that we can focus on starting a new cycle. By the way, we might have heard When written in Chinese, the word crisis or weiji is composed of two characters. One represents dangers and one represents opportunity. Turning crisis to opportunity can result in fundamental long-term growth and success if it is carried out well. The ability to transform a crisis into an opportunity is the hallmark of all successful enterprises that have stood the test of time. In many cases, an enterprise makes a dramatic change to its operating model, which can distress their employees and threaten their bottom line. People are not sure of their roles. Leaders are not sure how to turn their vision into reality. The way enterprises addressing this situation often they operate as if there are only two extreme approaches. First one is the methodical approach, which is a step-by-step way to minimize risk, but can take a long time with increased costs and transformation fatigue. Or the second option is the rip the bandage off approach, which focuses on most important tasks and manage risk in hypercare manner. This approach is quick and put less burden on the organization overall, but the increased risk may cause rework and even worse, gaps in services that may come with a high cost. So in the current crisis, we are faced with making complex decisions quickly as we deal with the change and manage through this new reality. Using the connected planning solution will enable the organization to have better collaboration across line of business or teams, model different scenarios, and accelerate decision-making when changes occur. As an example, scenario-based forecasting will help us in proactively assessing our capability to withstand disruption, as well as the option we have to identify and respond to potential opportunities. Connected planning helps us to focus on the driver that matter to our business. It helps to define and monitor early indicators. It helps doing reforecasting with flexible time period, be it short, medium, or long terms. So leveraging connected planning can definitely equip CFOs or financial officers with stronger insights for strategic decision-making, stabilize the cash flow, modeling revenue and costs, balancing financing with liquidity, understanding the implication of revenue streams and collectability, or evaluating variable operating expenses, and so on. So you'll have a better and more understanding about the connected planning from Edwin's session later, and also learn from Pak Kriswanto Dwi Nugroho from Traveloka. I will not further steal the thunder. I hope you all will find today's session useful and beneficial. Have a productive day and stay healthy. Thank you. I'll pass it back to MC, Putri.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adi Rusli, for the welcoming speech. Now, we will discuss furthermore about how planning can help CFO turn challenges into opportunities. We will call Mr. Edwin Budiman as a director in Edsen Consulting to present the presentation. But before we start the presentation with Mr. Edwin Budiman, I would like to remind for all of the attendees, if you have any question, please type in Q&A section. Format for the Q&A is name, strip, company name, strip, question. Okay, now we invite Mr. Edwin Budiman to give the presentation. We give you the mic, Mr. Edwin Budiman.
Yeah, thank you, Putri, for handing over the mic over to me as well.
Sure.
First of all, I think we would like to say thank you to CFO Club Indonesia. Thank you, Pak Adi, and also our guest speaker, special guest speaker from Traveloka Indonesia, Pak Kriswanto. Really appreciate for having your time here. So before we start talking about how planning can help CFOs turn challenges into opportunities, I would like to have section a bit about introduction about Edsen Consulting itself. So Edsen stands for Electronic Data with Sensors. So we believe that without any sensing of a business, electronic data cannot help the organizations to growing their businesses as well. So electronic data is now becoming assets for the companies, and it helps actually grow the organizations getting bigger and bigger as well. So Edsen Consulting is purely IT consulting firm, and we are specialized on giving a professional services to our clients with our best practices and also our expertise in our areas as well. So in terms of our service portfolio, we have a business technology, is services more into integration and those kind of technology perspective. Business application, we serve ERP technology as well to serve our client in terms of providing transactional systems. Business analytics is more into data analytics, like business intelligence, data warehousing, and those kind of informations that providing the interactive reporting tools for you. And also, last but not least, actually business performance. The business performance is more into towards enterprise performance management solutions, such as what we're gonna discuss today as well. Talking about planning and budgeting, financial consolidation, management reporting, and those kind of management tools to help management to execute the decision making as well in accurate, of course. And we have a slogan in Edsen Consulting, we always accelerate our client business performance. Yeah, move to the next slide, please. And this is our core values from our company perspective as well. We always do a long-term relationship with our clients and customers. We always have expert resources in their area as well. And our priority is always efficiency and productivity of our clients as well. And we always develop your businesses, and our orientation is always on solution perspective. Yeah. Next slide. And as we know, actually, in terms of, because today, actually, we're gonna talk about how we turn talents into opportunities as well. I think is this part actually is about talking about the finance transformation as well in terms of a journey of the company on financial transformation. So we have a latest projects with the Gojek, of course, Pak Chris here as well. One of our best customers, premium customers as well, Traveloka. Thank you, really appreciate. And Vale Indonesia as well as the Depostar Finance. Next slide. And this is our several customer base in terms of Edsen as organizations. We have across customer portfolio as well, across industries. Next slide. So I think this is the area that we're gonna discuss more about the topic about how planning can help CFOs to turn challenges into opportunities as well. I think the challenges on the CFO or finance leaders, it's going to be a lot of things, especially during the temporary disruptions or any, especially during this kind of situations. I think on the left side, I think regulatory environment is always challenging part actually, in terms of how we giving the security of informations, whether it's to the customers or to the suppliers. And also actually we need to be transparent as for the organizations, big organizations for the time being, and also focus on corporate governance. I think that part actually is going to be challenging and always dynamically change as well. And as we know as well, in terms of a technology, everyone actually now move towards actually into customer experience as well. And when we talk about the customer experience, we talking about digital disruptions and also how we can innovate our product or services as well to the market. So I think digital disruptions and business model innovations, I think, is become a part of challenges of the CFO or financial leaders as well from the companies, and as well how we can respond to the market very fast and also quickly during this uncertainty as well. So I think volatility and uncertainty become a challenge part as well. Economic, fiscal, and monetary policy is going to be challenging because there must a lot of changes happening. Geopolitical risks, globalizations, changes of the two currencies and financial institutions, like already explained by Pak Adi as well. Right now, actually, we see many countries actually got into a recession. Luckily, actually, Indonesia is still thriving. But of course, actually, as an organization or as a business leaders in the company, so we need to plan it ahead as well to respond on these challenges. But move to the next slide, please. Yeah, so as a CFOs and a financial leaders, of course, actually, we see that those kind of challenges becoming the risk, and also we need to mitigate as soon as possible as well. Some of the CFO, maybe about 20% of the CFO, look into the challenges become obstacles for the companies, but 80% of the CFOs look into these challenges into the opportunities as well. So if we see actually on the wrap up the things that there are 4 main areas that all of the CFOs or financial leaders looking into these challenges become into opportunities as well. So I think the first one is more into, like I've already explained as well, more into creating a new kinds of value as well. How we can innovate our product and services will lead to a greater financial inclusion as well, and smoother, of course, and more personalized customer experience. And a second point is into on how we can reshaping operating models as well. Like I think it's already explained to Pak Adi as well. I think operating models need to be reshaping because of the disruption on the challenges. So we need to see actually what kind of opportunities and innovations are happening in the company, and we need to streamline and collaborate with across department as well in the organizations. And of course, actually, if the financial institutions need to become leaner, highly networked, and also need to be more specialized. All of the financial leaders as well, I think, need to think about the capabilities of large technology players as well to do the partnership, or also actually one of the things that artificial intelligence, IoT, we need to look into that kind of a technology to close by to the customer experience, to providing more into customer perspective as well. So the third point, upending competitive dynamics. I think that the sharing will become critical right now to competitive success. And I think the last point is taking public policy into uncharted territory as well. So like artificial intelligence right now actually will raise questions from the need of the new set of norms to protect humans, regulate machines, and remake the financial infrastructure as well. So I think all these 4 points that all of the financial leaders look into it right now, and try to actually to come up with the things, and to answer this uncertainty as well, and look into these opportunities. Of course, actually all of the CFO and the financial leaders will look into some kind of a planning tools to make sure the execution is done in a proper way, and also actually will help the organization to execute the things as well. Move to the next slide, please. Yeah, as we know, actually, if we don't have any planning tools, we already know actually we have a ERP system, CRM, human capital management tools, and we have a reporting like a data warehousing reporting visualization as well. And some of the companies using a traditional planning tools as well. But the challenges is always part of the how we can make decision making in the right way across function and also across organization as well. So if you click on, yeah, Melly, can you click on the slide, please? Yeah, so here's the challenges part actually. We cannot collaborate the data between one system to another system, one function to another function, one department to another department as well, using Excel spreadsheet or manual processes. So that's why actually when we talk about connected planning, we talk about decision support system in a one platform. So that's why actually we don't have some kind of a human intervention as well, or human error as well. Move to the next slide, please. And if you see here, this is the illustrations only actually. If we don't have a planning, automate planning tools as a connected planning, usually actually as a financial leaders to generate the analysis to performing the analysis, of course actually we need about 1 week actually to do the performing analysis. So usually actually on Monday and Tuesday, the IT team and also actually the our finance officer actually will collecting all of the data, and then also on Wednesday maybe actually they try to consolidate or compile the data into the spreadsheet, and then they developing the report as well. And then actually if you see actually here on Friday they are able to performing analysis on Friday. So this is 50% or 60% is time will be consumed on collecting data and also validating data as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, with the Anaplan, connected planning actually will drive the business performance dynamically, collaboratively, and intelligently as well. So we Anaplan is a connected planning. It's a cloud-based applications and in-memory processing. So it helps actually the organizations can doing real-time simulations like already explained by Padia as well, by multiple scenarios to be simulated. As well, it can possible actually to generate the management reporting faster as well. And in terms of one connected planning, if you see actually on the legacy planning system, usually actually they are siloed. So we have a strategic planning applications, reporting tools, budgeting planning applications as well in separate systems. But in Anaplan, everything will be connected, and in terms of a modeling will be unified, as well in terms of a planning analysis as well. And also Anaplan is a business self-service modeling. So we don't need to have IT people or programmer actually to have in a place to change the script, because everything will be business users own as well. And real-time responsiveness, I think that's the most important things actually why to execute actually the opportunities that the CFOs look into as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, can you open a bit more? When we talk about connected planning for finance, of course, actually, if you see actually the honeycomb that is represent actually the use cases. Okay, stop here. So we have a green color is more towards on planning, budgeting, forecasting. So in terms of financial planning analysis, you can simulate on your revenue, OPEX, CAPEX, and those kind of informations, and everything goes to the financial statement in terms of actual versus your planning or your forecast as well. And on the right hand side, there is a red color. It's more towards into operational planning. Like you do the allocations, management reporting, financial consolidation, and those kind of informations. And also down in the below, actually, you can execute as well in terms of modeling, how we can use another scenario as well. Like if you want to implement zero-based budgeting, project portfolio planning, and those kind of marketing planning as well can be executed. Yeah. So in Anaplan, all of these use cases will be connected each other as well, one to another. So you don't need to have you don't need to worry about the lack of processes, data siloed, and those kind of disintegrated information as well. So in terms of a decision making, you will have one platform to support you actually in terms of a decision as well in a real time. Next slide, please. Next. Yeah. Okay, now after the using connected planning, of course, actually on Monday, on day one, even actually we can collect the data directly into Anaplan, and also in day one you can do the performing analysis as well, because why there is a workflow and collaboration inside of Anaplan, business self-service modeling, and centralized model maintenance as well. Next slide, please. And Data Hub is a central of data integration as well. On Tuesday, you can do a performing more towards on a performing analysis as well, because everything will be become part of informed decision for you. And in terms of a business driver modeling and analysis as well, can be provided in one platform. Statistical modeling and baseline forecasting. And also if you want to do some kind of a what-if analysis and seamless planning as well, to reshaping your business operations, it's totally possible in Anaplan. Next slide. Yeah, so this is the looks like. Ideally, the illustrations will be like this. So in terms of a day one and day two, you can can do the performing analysis directly, and on Wednesday and Tuesday you can have meeting interacting with the decision makers as well, to have a faster analysis and collaborations. On Friday, maybe you can develop the reports and performing analysis. So this is a big changes, and help planning can help CFO or financial leaders turn from challenge into opportunities as well. Without any tools, without any automated system in terms of planning, it will be very difficult for financial leaders to collecting the data and pull out the informations in one platform as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, and in this slide, just want to highlight things before we continue to the other things. Anaplan or connected planning is not talking about just a finance, but we are talking about the business modeling. So it's not just talking about finance, but we can collaborate with another functions or areas that we can do planning together in one platform. So in this case, actually, if you see, actually, there's a collaboration between finance department, supply chain department, or sales and operations department, and also in terms of a corporate point of view as well, can be developed or can be planned actually in one platform as well, in a connected planning. Yeah, I think this is my last slides, Putri. I think that's all from my presentations. I would be happy actually if all of the attendees actually would like to have more into a simulation in the real time as well, or demo presentations. But I think we have a limited time as well. Maybe during the next webinar we can show the use cases as well.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Edwin.
Thank you.
For the next agenda, we introduce Mr. Kriswanto Dwi Nugroho as an PMS Program Manager at PT Traveloka Indonesia. Mr. Kriswanto will be our guest speaker. As you might know, Mr. Kriswanto is a success in transforming Traveloka's finance division through Anaplan, especially connected planning. Please welcome Mr. Kriswanto and Mr. Edwin Budiman as a moderator.
Yeah, thank you, Putri. Yeah, thank you, Pak Kris. We are very honored actually to have you here, Pak Kris.
Yeah, Pak. Actually, I'm happy to join the event, so thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Kris. So I think I would like to have several questions to you, Pak Kriswanto, especially to have a premium customers like Traveloka. As we know, Traveloka is a hyper growth company. I think several questions, Pak Kriswanto. I think all of the attendants here would like to know more about Traveloka as a group of companies. As well, if you could help us actually to understand what kind of a finance transformation journey in a hyper growth company like Traveloka, and also in order to help us to understand on how important the connected planning tools to help Traveloka, as well as how Anaplan and Edsen Consulting help Traveloka to support your finance transformation here, Pak.
Sure, Pak Edwin. But I think before that, we have a couple of questions in the chat. So perhaps we
Yes.
can go to that first. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. But I think question and answer will be end of the session,
Oh,
Pak
sure.
Chris. Yeah, maybe we
Sure.
can answer after that.
Sure, no problem. Okay,
Okay,
then,
thank
so
you.
yeah, thank you, Pak Edwin, and good
Thank you, Pak
morning.
Chris.
So it's nice to meet everyone in this webinar. So again, as introduced, my name is Chris, and I am EPM System Program Manager at Traveloka. So basically, it covers all technology in the financial consolidation and also FP&A domain. So I would like to share our transformation journey, especially in the EPM area. But before that, let me introduce Traveloka with everyone. Okay. Okay. So in the past, sorry, Putri, can I get the control? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so Traveloka. In the past 8 years, Traveloka actually we have expanded to 8 countries. So we started in Indonesia, and we begin our globalization to the regions in Southeast Asia, and recently also we extend our business to the global market. So more people in more countries can access Traveloka. And it's basically made possible by the support of like more than 2,300 companies across the region. So currently, if you are visiting some countries outside the countries that is listed in here, you still can access Traveloka. So you can just open the Traveloka apps and choose country as a global. So you can still enjoy our features. So that's about our expansion in the last 8 years. And in terms of products, we offer a couple of products. So starting from the transportation, when we have flights, airport transport, trains, and bus. And after supporting you with these, transportation options, so when you arrive at the destination, I believe you will need this, hotels and the alternatives accommodation. So we have that also. And if you prefer to, have a more, cheaper price, then you can go with the flight and hotel as a bundling. And not stopping at that, we also offer a couple of experience. So at your destination, it's not only about staying at your hotel and do meeting and the other stuff, but you can also have this experience. So you can rent a car, you can have this culinary experience, enjoy movies, and so on and so forth. So basically, this is our main key products that we offer. And it made possible with this partnership with the airline and also the hotels, and also the experience provider around the globe. So this is our product or services. So you can access this via the Traveloka apps. And in case you haven't installed the Traveloka app, so this is how it looks like in the right side. So this is our apps. Okay. And other than that, we also have these, ancillary products to ensure the hassle-free travel and lifestyle. So we have the travel insurance, pay letter, city guide, and so on and so forth. So by having this, series of product offering, our mission is to empower people to discover the world around him or her. So last but not least, we also have the wide payment method options. We have the credit card, internet banking, and so on and so forth. Also the offline outlet. So it's just a glimpse of Traveloka business. And it's COVID-19. It's been challenging for us, but I can share that our business is recovering, especially in the country like Vietnam, Thailand, where the condition is more conducive. So actually we are recovering in terms of the business. Okay, so that's about Traveloka. So next, I would like to share about our transformation journey. So again, the focus of this sharing session is more on the EPM. So it's basically covers the FP&A and financial consolidation. So in parallel, actually, we also have the other transformation, for example, for the ERP system, for the procurement, and so on and so forth. But the thing that I would like to share is we'll be focusing on the FP&A and also the financial consolidation side. And I just want to share that actually Traveloka is a new player on the area of connected planning. So perhaps there are people in this exciting webinar have a better experience than me, but I'm happy to share our experience in Traveloka towards the connected planning. So just want to share in here, you can see a couple of people from Traveloka, from Anaplan, and also from Edsen. So we've been working together to do a couple of initiatives to achieve this connected planning. Okay. Okay, so actually we start this initiative in Q3 2018. So we start small because again we are startup, and at that time our focus was on the FP&A. So at the time basically everything performed manually, and we need a lot of headcount just to produce the daily profitability data. So after performing this assessment on the FP&A, we roll out a couple of quick wins. Basically, our first mission is to reduce the effort for daily profitability reporting, and then continued in first semester of 2019 on the month-end closing process. So consequently, we were able to reduce the month-end closing time for the FP&A. And also we have this initiative in the financial consolidation, and our focus were also in the month-end closing process. So basically, in the first semester of 2019, our focus were to reduce the month-end closing effort. So in the startup environment, when we have this new product every quarter, month-end closing is a nightmare, I can say, because every quarter there are more complexity and more and more and more. And it was performed in Excel, so you can imagine how tedious the work was. So we are trying the best as we can with these quick wins to reduce all the efforts. Okay, and then that's all the quick wins for the FP&A and financial consolidation improvement. And basically, these quick wins, it was performed by only 3 people in the team. So considering the complexity and also the maturity level and the resource that we have, I think we can consider it as a good achievement. But in parallel, we also have this initiative. Basically, we start this journey for the EPM management, enterprise performance management system. So after the quick wins, in parallel, we start to plan on how can we deliver this long-term solution for our FP&A and also our financial consolidation team. Basically, one-stop solution to cater their needs. So we perform this, assessment, And in Q3, we have this project called Falcon Project, which stands for the Financial Planning Analysis and Consolidation Transformation. And our objective has been to increase or to achieve the operational efficiency, unlock more capabilities, and also to provide this long-term solution. So after the Falcon, we will get rid of this, quick wins and replace it with more long-term solution. Yeah, and for this initiative, actually for the Falcon, after the this RFX process and market research and so on and so forth, basically at the end of the day, we choose Anaplan as our EPM platform. And I shared before that we are a new player on this EPM, so we started this project in 2019 for the assessment and everything. And we go live by the end of 2019. So it's been a while since the system go live. And at that time in 2019, this is the first release for our Anaplan system. And as you can see, this is our focus, like the management report. So basically, we have this daily profitability. So in startup environment, I can say that even to produce the daily profitability was challenging. So by having Anaplan, basically we able to reduce all the manual activities. So previously we need like 7 to 8 people just to produce the profitability report for all the products that we have. So currently this daily profitability reporting is 100% automated. So the people can focus more on the insight and also the analysis. So in this daily profitability reporting, we can basically see the profitability of each product per country, per business partner, and the other perspective. So if today, for example, you want to look at the profitability of your business partner, for example, so it is possible with the help of Anaplan. So next is we have the estimated monthly profitability. Basically, we have this estimation framework just to estimate the profitability report by the end of the month. And then next is the monthly profitability. So basically, this is it covers all of the capabilities that is required by FP&A to perform their month-end closing. So it's not only about reporting, but we have some tools inside this area which helps FP&A to reduce the month-end closing process significantly. And also we have investor report and consolidated profitability, which basically align with the result of this month-end closing process. So this is the capability that we have in the management report. We integrate this management report in Anaplan with the surrounding system. So in here we have a core finance application, so ERP system. So perhaps in the industry we know Oracle or SAP or the other vendors, and also we have our own data platform, and we have this Traveloka proprietary system which manage all the sales transaction and the other data as well. So each product actually have their own data platform and also the system. So can you imagine that in this environment itself there are a couple of system, actually quite a lot system that we need to integrate with the Anaplan. So thanks for the Anaplan Hyperconnect. So in Traveloka, basically we purchase bundling package with Informatica for Anaplan. So with the help of this Anaplan Hyperconnect, we can pull the data from this system automatically. So we can schedule it like daily or monthly as we need, and the data will available in our report automatically, especially for the daily profitability reporting. But for some areas such as the monthly profitability and estimated profitability, of course, there's still human intervention because of a couple of process, it's just need a human touch, right? And also we have some improvement ongoing to also reduce the remaining manual process in this area. So this is the management report in 2019, and this is just a high level comparison the condition before and after Anaplan. So long story short, this activity basically previously we perform it manually, and it is very tedious. We need a lot of headcount just to produce the report. And in terms of system, of course, classic problem is Excel based, and it's scattered everywhere, right? And in terms of people, sorry, it's from the IT perspective. So basically, previously, as I shared, we just have these quick wins, right? So we just use our existing tools to perform the improvement. So previously, we have this FC and FP&A improvement team in the IT side. And for the people aspect in the finance side, of course, the focus is more on data gathering and data crunching. After Anaplan, we managed to fully automated the daily profitability and also the consolidated profitability. While for the other, as I said before, we have a couple of remaining homework to basically reduce the manual effort in this area. And in terms of system, we have Anaplan now encapsulated in Informatica. So this Informatica here actually powerful tools where you can get the data from the system, the surrounding system, from your ERP system, for your HR management system, for your procurement system, and so on and so forth. So these tools here actually a quite powerful combination. And again, in terms of people, we shared the team, my team, the EPM system team, and we built the internal capabilities. So Anaplan basically has this online training for the team, so we can enroll them to have this. And also we train our FP&A team the same way. So as Pa Edwin I mentioned before, with Anaplan, actually our dependency to IT team will be decreased, because actually a lot of things can be performed by business user in Anaplan. So that's in terms of people, and of course the people in finance can focus more on the analysis and insight rather than the data crunching. So this is the before and after Anaplan. And a few things before I end the sharing session. So what's next? So basically this year our focus in the finance consolidation. So basically our main objective are to reduce the month-end closing for the financial consolidation, and also to provide this data repository for the statutory reporting. And after the financial consolidation, the next plan is to move to the planning budgeting. And then after planning budgeting, when we connect to the the surrounding system, the next milestone will be the planning beyond finance. So yeah, usually mostly our planning stop on the finance area, but with Anaplan, I believe we can extend these planning capabilities to more detailed and comprehensive planning to the marketing, HR, and the other area. So this is basically our connected planning journey for Traveloka so far. Currently, we have this blue one, the management report, and we are working on the financial consolidation, and next is planning budgeting. So that's our plan. Okay, so I think that's all our experience. So as I mentioned before, we are a new player. Even for the planning budgeting, we still perform it manually, but it's on the pipeline. I believe with our commitment, we will move toward this connected planning. So that's all from Traveloka. I hope this few information can be useful to everyone. Thank you. Edwin and Putri, back to you.
Thank you so much, Pak Chris, for the comprehensive presentations. And I think for new player you said. Actually, I don't think it's a new player. I think it's I think the transformation journey you've already planned previously as well, and I think in terms of get the impact directly and also the transformation, finance transformations in Traveloka is very comprehensively happening as well. But thank you so much, Pak Chris, for the presentations and all your explanation as well. I think it will empower us as well to get the feel about connected planning as well. Thank you so much, Pak Chris. Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. So I think it's time to question and answer. Or
yes, sure.
Yeah,
For all attendees, if you want to ask question, please type your question in Q&A section with the following format: name, strip, company name, strip, questions. And now let us check the previous question that all of you submitted to us. For the first question is from Mr. Dastrul Chaniago from Majority Asset Management. The question is, can you share briefly how Anaplan service adds value in terms of client business, growth, or improve bottom line performance? Perhaps a bit of peek before and after engaging Anaplan. And maybe Mr. Edwin Buniman can help me answer this question.
Yeah, I think in terms of a client business growth, maybe Pak Chris, if you want to add on something as well as Pak Kriswanto and Traveloka is already on board or become a Anaplan client as well. So maybe later on actually you can chip in as well on my explanation. So I think Anaplan service add value in terms of client business growth and improve bottom line performance. I think of course actually we first I think we need to assess on the most important things like people, data, and plans as well, because without any data or people, of course actually planning cannot be achieved as well. But as a rule. So in terms of Anaplan, of course, these three components must be there. And also from the Anaplan services can help actually to combine between this kind of three components, actually become a one single platform for you actually to analyze. So from data point of view, of course, actually we need to integrate with your all of the data that you would like to have to plan with. And in terms of people, of course, actually because this tools is nothing without any people actually to enable on it. So I think people is the most important thing as well to be enabled. And last but not least, actually in terms of model or plans. So in terms of what if scenario or what kind of use cases that you would like to improve as well. So in terms of what kind of Anaplan services is a smart business platform to help organization actually to execute or decide using decision support system in a reliable and in the real-time simulation as well. So in terms of improve, in terms of like I've already explained as well, in terms of you are manually actually collecting the data from your source system. Anaplan can help actually automate the process as well. And also in terms of do some kind of a simulations, you don't need to have an Excel spreadsheet, which a lot of human prone or human error inside of an Excel spreadsheet. But in Anaplan, it's already enterprise governed as well. So everything is already integrated and very less human error as well. So, Pak Chris, you want to add on something as well, Pak Chris?
Okay, sure. So basically for Anaplan and Traveloka, what we have now is more on the management report. So related to the performance, right? So in daily basis, basically Anaplan can provide us with the the data, the insight. Basically, we can see the PL of our business and our business partner. So based on that information, actually our business units can take this, decision. For example, by seeing the trend, let's have this, promo at this certain period of time, or let's improve our engagement with specific business partner because their PL is actually quite good. So that's from the revenue part, and also from the cost part, we also have this information on how we can drive this margin by reducing the cost. We can see like what of the cost component that we can reduce from the Anaplan report. So I think that's the thing that led to the performance. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Chris. I think Pak Chris, from the point of view of customers, thank you so much, Pak Chris. Yeah. Yeah. Putri, any questions need to be answered? And Pak Dasrul, hopefully it answers your questions.
So far, there is no question, but we will wait to all attendee. If you want any question, please type it in Q&A section. We will wait 1, 2, or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think there is one question from Prawira as well, but I've already answered on the Q&A section.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would like to have an opportunity as well to explain in live. So I think in terms of downloading data and uploading directly from or to ERP systems such as SAP or Oracle, I think one option is already explained by Chris as well. We have Anaplan Hyperconnect actually as an ETL tools to have a bi-directional data integration as well. So maybe it can be a database to databases, or it can be a database to Anaplan directly as well. So this bi-directional actually can help Anaplan actually to integrate inbound, outbound in terms of data as well. So data can be uploaded into Anaplan, or vice versa. Actually, Anaplan can be downloaded into another system as well. That's one option. Or if some people actually think SAP is too proprietary and they don't want to access directly into SAP, they go to options, which options number 1 as well. Maybe you can do manual export import the data using a flat files and put into the folders, and by scheduler automatically Anaplan can upload automatically inside of Anaplan as well using Anaplan Connect. Or in advanced options, you may have or you can have API scriptings as well to crawl the data into Anaplan. So just give example like if you want to crawl the data to plan on your market sensitivity, of course we need to crawl the data from Facebook, Twitter, and those kind of data which open on the API. We can do some kind of API scripting as well in advance. Yeah, hopefully it answers. And I think most of our customers, they use enterprise resource planning as well in a place. Especially in Traveloka as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Edwin, for the answer. I think there is no question. Anyone? If you want question, please type in Q&A section.
Yeah, I think that is one asking about, would you mind to give a brief indications of the setup cost to implement Anaplan, including the consultant fees, just roughly? Yeah, Pak Herwan, I think we can advise you in person as well. I think we need to set up a meeting if you are interested on, and also actually, of course, we cannot just give roughly without any understanding about what kind of use cases that you would like to implement, as well as how the scope looks like, what kind of data you need to simulate as well inside of Anaplan as a platform. Yeah, that's that's my answer, Putri. Yeah, and Pak Herwan, hopefully it answers. Yeah, we would be happy actually to have a meeting with you as well.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Edwin, for your question, for your answer.
Welcome, Putri. You're welcome.
Okay, I think there is no question more. There is no more questions. Please be informed that we will begin the polling. Kindly for all of attendees to fill this polling that we share with you right now. This polling contain your interest in this webinar and also this topic. And for someone who will fill the form, we will give some souvenir from Edsen Consulting. Thank you.
So, Putri, the polling will be 5 minutes or how long?
Yep, yes, Pak. The polling will be started in 3 or 2 minutes again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, now we close the Q&A session. Thank you for all of the speaker with the sharing. Hopefully this session will be useful for you and your company. Before we end this webinar, we will share a feedback form. Kindly for all of the attendees to fill this form. You can access this form through QR code that we share to you or the link in the chat. If you fill the form, we will give you a souvenir from Edsen. Thank you.
Okay, Mbak Putri, I think that's the end of the discussion with Edsen Consulting. Can you confirm, or
Yes.
is there anything else?
I think we are finished.
Okay. Okay, to all Edsen Consulting team, thank you very much, as well as to Traveloka for the very good sharing session. And thanks to all the chief who already spare your time to join with us to discuss about the opportunity in dealing with the application Anaplan to turn challenge into the opportunity. Thanks all and have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay,
Mr. Kevin.
bye-bye.
Thank
Okay.
you, Bu Josephine. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone. Thank
bye.
you, Pak Chris, Pak Adi. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Now we are close to the end of the webinar. We, Edsen Consulting, CFO Club Indonesia, and our guest speaker, Mr. Kriswanto Dwi Nugroho, would like to say thank you very much for your participation. Stay healthy and success for all of you. See you in our next webinar. Edsen Consulting, we accelerate your business performance. And for the certification, we'll be send it through your email soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Putri. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Okay, have a good day and stay safe, stay healthy. All right.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.